Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Thursday morning, June 17th. Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by helping you become financially independent by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading indicators and our best in the business one-on-one training. We are so confident in how well our tools work, that we provide the following guarantee. That is, after you've been trained, we will let you trade company funds and split what you make. And eventually you'll have the opportunity to trade up to $100,000 of company funds, keeping 80%. With that, in this session, I focus, we've got probably a dozen different signals that come off of the indicators that you're seeing up on the screen. And I am going to focus on two of the signals. One is something called the 10-point trade, which is a little bit more advanced version of what we initially teach you in the light course, or in the as a light, and then something also known as the thick orange line trade. Thick orange line trade we will get at right at the top of the hour, right before the candle changes. So with that, let us get going, and we'll first play the disclosure. Oops, come on here. There we go.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Okay, we have a number of sessions where we do live trades. One of the reasons we do live trades is because we are very, very confident in how well the tools perform, and the best way for you to, or one of the ways for you to be able to evaluate how well they work is to see somebody do their analysis, take a trade, and then see the trade close successfully. I myself do 3 live trades a week, one Monday evening at 6:30, Tuesday morning at 6:30 a.m., and this one at Thursday morning. We also provide 2 training sessions, an intro to coaching on 9:30 Eastern on Tuesday, and another one on Thursday at 10 p.m., and then we have a member light meeting at 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Until you're consistently doing 10 pips a day, I would attend as many of these as you can. The green calendar here shows what's available to members. And as you can see, there's many, many more live trades that you can attend. Historically, on these live trades, they have netted about 150 pips a week. So, so that's about 30 pips a day. So, when you get to the point that you're doing 10 pips a day, you can start kind of weaning off of this because you're getting the skills to do it. But until that, I would attend as many as you can. So I work off of a bit of a checklist. That checklist is first, I want to check that my green charts and CoinEx are connected and live. I have already done that. You really don't need to do that anymore, at least with the green charts. Those are using the web-based version, Green Charts 2, because once you're connected to the internet, it's connected. I am still using the old version of the green charts, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will switch over. At the end of every trading day, I like to review what we did the previous day. This week, on Tuesday, we had 2 winning trades. On Monday, we split. We just missed on the AUD NZD, and we discussed that last session. And on Thursday, we took a 10-point trade, and we also took a thick orange line trade, and both closed profitably. Like to know what the news is. We are technical traders. As technical traders, that means we are trading strictly based on the price movements. The price movements have certain patterns. Our indicators are very good at picking up those patterns and helping us increase our trading accuracy and consistency. So going on with the or checking the news, I usually do that through forexfactory.com. And the news is broken down into 3 categories that impact currency. A low impact, which is the yellow, a medium impact, which is the orange, and a high impact, which is the red. Typically, I want to stay away from trading anything that has a red flag because I don't know that it's likely to impact a currency pair. And I don't know whether the news is going to make it move up or move down, so I just don't want to deal with it. So the next news impact is going to be here at 8:30 a.m. And from 8:30 a.m. onward, we have just yellows and oranges. So we've got nothing to worry about. If I did see a red impact, I'd want to be out of the trade 2 hours before. I don't want to be holding something when the news hits. Some people will say, well, if there's 2 oranges, that equals a red. I don't kind of follow that, but there are 2 oranges on the USD at 8:30. So from my perspective, we've got clear sailing. So with that, let us go ahead and take a look at the charts. What I have up here that you're looking at is, I call it the composite chart because it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour candle, which means each candle has an hour's worth of information. I start with the middle chart, and this first chart is primarily, this first page of pairs is primarily US-based pairs. So Australian US dollar, I start with the middle chart. I am looking for situations where I am oversold. The lines are down below, or overbought. The lines are up above. When the lines are down here, that is a buying opportunity. And I know it's a specific buying opportunity, the right time to buy when these lines all turn up. The red and green lines are the majors. The black and gray are the minors. I want all of these lines turned up, pointing up, and I don't have that here. Minors are going sideways. Majors are still going down. Euro dollar oversold, and everybody's still going down. This little signal here on the majors tends to indicate that there's going to be a little bit more push on the downward. I call it the duck bill. In this case, it's an upside down duck bill. You stick the eye here, and this is his bill, and this is the head. Reason I don't like to take a trade when we are oversold is the market's about to turn around. I don't want to be taking a sell trade when the market's about to turn around. I want to take a sell trade when the market is down here and going up, or up here and going down. Now, can I make money if I take a trade down here? Yes. In fact, yesterday on yesterday's trade, when the market turned on the dollar, the signals were down here, but I still went ahead and took a trade to hedge against what was a buy that I had open. Pound dollar oversold, still going down. US Canadian dollar overbought, going up. The dollar can Swiss franc. The majors have started to go down. This is kind of more sideways than down on the majors. Minors are still going sideways, so I don't like this. I want everybody going down, and I want what we call a double cross, where the red is crossed over and the gray is crossed over the black. So this isn't quite strong enough. USD JPY overbought, going up. And actually, if we still have this right at the top of the hour, 0 on the thick orange line and these lines up here, this might be a quick scalp 5-pip opportunity. But let's see if we can find a 10-point trade, which is my bread and butter trade. Euro pound. We've got, we were oversold and everybody's kind of started to move up into the channel. So we've got all the lines going up. The majors are just about halfway. I will consider a trade if it is below the halfway point in the channel. If the majors are below the halfway point, the minors have kind of already run and have started to get the other side of the channel. Let's see what else there is. If there's nothing else, we'll come back to this one. But so the continued analysis would be, all right, I've got all of these going up. I've got 3 points. 1, that they were oversold. 2, that they're going up. And 3, that I've got the double cross, where the green's on top and the gray's on top, where they crossed over. Well, they crossed over way back here 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago. Then what I would do is I would go up to the TNTs, and we've got 4 different indicators up here, 2 orange lines and 2 blue lines. I want to count how many lines are going consistent with what I'm seeing here in the majors and minors. 2 orange lines are going up, which is consistent, and blue lines are inversely related. So what that means is when the blue is going down, that means up, and the 2 blue lines are going down. So I've got all 4 indicators here telling me there's an up move. I need 3 out of 4. I've got 4 out of 4. And then I am going to look down to the pressure. The pressure lines, red and green, are both going down. However, the green line is on top. If green line is over the red line, I get a point. If the lines were going up, I get a point. But I get 1 point with the green line going up. And if you notice, the lines are diverging. That means they're spreading out. So I've got 8 points here. So this is an okay trade. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a full analysis of this one. We'll just go ahead and take euro pound. So once I have all the points of the signal, 8 points, I need to figure out some additional information. So going back to my little trend, little technical analysis section, I want to know where the channels are, what the support and resistance are, and what the trend is. So to do that, I'm going to open up a full chart, euro pound. I'm going to see if I've used one of those in the last 14 charts I've had open. And I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my euro dollar chart, and I am going to make it into a euro pound. So right click, go to chart settings. I guess this is a little different now that on the green chart too. Euro pound right here. Okay. Okay. And all of my charts are linked, so it's going to change them all. I haven't familiarized myself enough with the green chart too to know how to, like, if you can change all the charts like this with a click. Seems to me, or last time I looked at it, it seems to me you got to do them one at a time. But all right, so first I want to know where my support and resistance are. So I am going to open up a clean chart. On the clean chart, I want to now if it's a pair that I trade regularly, I already have my support and resistance on it. So let's save this. Save as, what was it? Euro pound. Euro, Great Britain, pound. My charts on this have 90 days worth of data. When I've drawn my support and resistance on my euro dollar, I did it off of 10 years worth of data. So I'm going to go up here, grab the horizontal line, and I want to pick spots where it seems that the candles seem to naturally stop. So I've got some stopping in here, some stopping in here, right in here, over here, all along here. And I want to get one below and one above. So it seems to stop right in here, right in here, right in here. And on an hour chart, these tend to be 30 or 40 pips apart. And you can see I'm going from 36 to 71. So that's about 35 pips. Let's go up above. Stop right in here, right here, right here, in here. So I'm going from 71 to 11. So that's about 40 pips. And let's take one more below. Stopped right in here, all along in here. And actually, you know what? We'll take. That's good. Now the question is, all right, what's the trend? Well, in the last 3 days, it's clearly a downtrend. Let's open this back up. And so we can see it a little bit better. We're trading into a downtrend from Tuesday. If we wanted to bring it out even a little bit, go back a week, it's still not it's kind of a sideways trend. So I'm not seeing a deliberate trend here, for the last 5 days up until today. It traded in this channel. It came down, hit the support and resistance, went up, stayed in the middle, went up, kind of stopped, broke through, came back down, bounced around right at the resistance, came down, bounced, and broke into this channel. So not much of a trend here. The reason I want to know the trend is it helps me determine how many pips I want to take. I will take more pips if I'm taking a buy trade in an uptrend versus a sell trade in an uptrend. So I know where my support and resistance is. The other thing I want to know is how much room do I have to these support lines. So I got 15 pips up, and I've got 19 pips down. 15 pips up and 19 pips down. So these are going to be the support and resistance are going to be the most I will take, because I'm going to assume that once it hits this line, it's going to stop. And since I'm trading off of an hour chart, typically I'm going to go for anywhere from 5 to 30 pips. So I've got 15 up and say 20 down. I am taking an up trade or a buy. So I still have the signal here. Now, once I have the signal, I want to see what the 2-hour chart is showing me and what the 4-hour chart is showing me. 2-hour chart is showing me oversold. Everybody's going up, and the lines are very nice and tight. They're clustered together. When these lines are clustered together, that's a stronger signal. And then if I look at my pressure, I've got down pressure, but I've got green on top. So this is consistent with a buy. On my 4-hour chart, oversold, everybody's going up, greens on top. So again, this is consistent with what I'm seeing here. When I see consistency across the chart, that increases the probability that this buy is going to, these lines are going to move all the way through the channel. On the 30-minute, we're oversold, overbought. I do have green on chop and sideways pressure. On the 2.5-minute, it's pushing down a little bit. And we can see that we know that it's pushing down because these lines were a little bit higher when we first started to look at it. But I like this. We've got 15, and then like on the day chart, I'm going to look at it, but the day chart isn't going to impact this as much. On the day chart, we are oversold also, but the lines are still going down. They haven't turned yet. So when the lines are down here, that is, means that eventually they're going to turn and come up. But we do have steep down pressure here with red on top. So this, I've got that we're oversold, but the lines aren't helping me out on the day chart. I'm not as concerned on the day chart as what I'm seeing on the 2-hour and 4-hour. Now, sometimes when you see this, you'll have one that's oversold, one that's overbought. That's the case. I just, if I get conflicting things, if I see conflicting things on the 2 and the 4-hour, I don't take the trade. But I've got pretty good consistency here. So I like this. Let's, again, let me just check. 15 pips. Let's go ahead and take this for 9 pips. I'm going to go ahead and take this for 9 pips, which brings us up to about this candle. So I'm going to open up my my MetaTrader 4. Some of you are using Turnkey, some of you are using CoinEx. I am going to find the chart, Euro Pound. Euro Pound, I already have it open. If I didn't have Euro Pound open, I'd go to File, New Chart, and I'd find Euro Pound. If it's not in here, I'd go into this group. If it's not, and here he is. I put it up. I'm going to put up so that the candles look alike. Put it on a 1-hour chart. So now I'm going to hit New Order. I am going to check my my lot size. I've got a $10,000. This is a demo account, by the way. $10,000 demo account. To figure out my appropriate lot size on a demo account or any account, I'm going to move the decimal spot over 4 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to take a lot size of 1.0. I don't worry about the stop loss and take profit at this stage. I just want to get the trade in. So I'm going to put in a buy trade. It records it below. I'm going to click anywhere along the order line, then right click and go to modify. And now I am going to add in my stop loss and take profit. And we said we were going to take 9 pips. 9 pips equals 90 points. I just add an extra 0 to it. If I click the little blue button here, it will do the math for me. And for now, to keep it simple, we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss. So if I'm taking 9 pips, 4 times that is 36. So 360 points. And again, I click here and it does the math for me. And then I click modify button and it puts it in. That looks a little shy. I wanted to go up to the top of this candle when I was looking at it before. So I'm actually going to just move this right up to here. So I can just grab the line and move it up. Let me just double check. Yeah, so that, yeah, so that's what we're going to take. The signal is weakened a little bit here on the 1 hour chart, but it's still very strong on the 2 and the 4. So I like the trade. Let's now go ahead and we're going to look at another signal. The other signal is the thick orange line signal. Thick orange line signal is based on what this number is. Now, for those of you using the green charts, the web-based green charts, the scale has changed. Rather than being from 0 to 100, it's 0 to 10. And 10 is on the top and 0 is on the bottom. On my chart, on the old chart, 0 is at the top and minus 100 is at the bottom. And what this number means is it's telling us whether it believes there's more up or down in the movement. So when this gets to minus 100 or 0, or in your case 10 or 0, when it is at 0, it means there's no more down in the movement, and it's when it's at minus 100, it means there's no more up in the movement. So I'm looking for situations where this number is 0 or minus 100 right at the top of the hour. And right now we've got 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. So let's just quickly screen through. So minus 78 isn't 0 or 100, 50 isn't 0 or 100, 81, no, 31 isn't 0 or 100, 92 isn't 0 or 100, minus 10. It can be within 10 points on my chart or 1 point on your chart. So minus 10 is within 10 of 0. On your case, it's going to be 0, and this is going to be around a minus 1. So I've got part 1 of this signal, but I want something that confirms it for me. And the confirmation is going to come from looking at where the majors and minors are. And I want all 4 of these lines well above the blue line. I want them up here. So if I have this at 0 and these lines up here, that's a good trade for 5 pips. But even though this is basically 0, these lines aren't up high enough. So I'm going to pass. Let's go to the next group. Again, in 1 minute, I can go through all of these charts very quickly. So I've got 0, which is a good signal, but all my lines are still in the channel. So no. Minus 61, no. Euro Canadian, 0. All my lines are up. The minors aren't quite as high, but the majors are nice and high. I like this. And we've actually been at 0 for 2 hours here. So this is good for a 5 pip sell. So I'm going to go in, grab Euro Canadian, see if he's on here. Here is the Euro Canadian. I am going to go ahead and click new order. Check my volume. I can have 2 open trades at a volume of 1. I'm going to click market sell. And then I'm going to go in now that I've got it on there and then modify it. This is good for 5 pips. 5 pips is 50 points. Click the copy as. It does my math for me. And I'm going to use a 4 to 1, which is going to make this 200. Click. Now, the only other thing I like to do is I like to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I'm going to just check the math. I got in at 47.26. So if I have a sell, I'm going to go down to 47.21. So let me just modify that, 47.21.1. So 47.26 to 47.21. Then click return. Now some traders on this trade like to they will actually wait till the top of the hour, and they will want to see this number change by 10. So if I go back to the last hour, I was at 0. Current hour, it's at -6. Some traders wouldn't have taken this because it didn't move enough. They'd want to see this go down to at least -10. We will be, I believe we'll be okay. Let's just take a look. So you see the lines are more steep. We don't worry about the pressure on this trade. The lines are more steep. And here the green line is kinked. So even though we didn't get the 10-point bump here, we've got enough. So quick recap. This morning we were able to take 2 trades. One was a 10-point trade using the we took a 9-pip sell using the 10-point signal, and we took a 5-pip oops, the other way around. We took a 9-pip buy on the euro pound, and then we took a 5-pip sell on the euro Canadian dollar using the thick orange line trade. Let's see if we've got any questions real quick. Let's see. Karina, call me and I'll go over this with you. Karina's pointing out a couple bugs on the web-based web-based version of the charts. Every Thursday they have a session answering those questions, and they're going through and kind of working out those bugs. The official kind of changeover day is supposed to be July 1st. So they are aware and are working out those few kinks. So just call me direct, and we will go through that. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. And we will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
When you're looking at the indicators for 0 and 1 and pips and 9 pips, I'm having trouble seeing the numbers.
On my screen?
Yes.
All right. Let me think about how to correct that.
Okay. Thank you.
Would it be helpful for me to just read the number, tell you what the number is that I'm looking at? Because I don't know how to make the screen any larger.
Yeah.
So that's on the MetaTrader 4 when I go to this screen?
It's on both.
It's on both. All right. All right. Let me think about that and play around with it, see if we can make the numbers a little bit better. Thanks so much, though.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye-bye.